And we are live. I think we are. Good morning, crypto warriors, and welcome back to the Gem of Crypto, episode 953. And as we actually load this up, I forgot to turn on the actual, what is this called? The soundboard. So let me get that going for a moment. Boom. And of course, let me turn on my notifications. I'm all over the place today. Today is a tennis day. Again, good morning, crypto warriors. I'm King, here to bridge the gap between the community and crypto every day, Monday through Friday at 10ish. Bitcoin's Day will rejoin us next week. And today, for the top stories, we have central bankers bellow Bitcoin on El Salvador's Bitcoin beach. Tether CTO. Tether wasn't a rug pull. It was a poorly designed castle of cards. Tether launches crypto and blockchain education program in Switzerland. Biden's pick for Fed vice chair for supervision calls for congressional action on stablecoins. Bitcoin Pizza Day, a day of regret and fantasy, and crypto veterans extend a helping hand to bear market newbies. Of course, this is Fuck Bitcoin Friday, though. Alec, I think we need that, like that lightning sound, like whatever. You know what it is. Fuck Bitcoin Fridays. And of course, I forgot to put my headphones in, so hopefully that's not echoing for you all there. I got a lot going on there. I'm running around everywhere. Today is Fuck Bitcoin Friday. I'm going to definitely put the link in the chat. We have a lot of stories to cover. So it looks like I might be here for a couple hours. I don't know. You know me, sometimes I stay a long time, sometimes it's short. Right now, I don't have anything. Well, I won't say I don't have anything, but I decided to do this for the next hour or two if it takes it. So I'll be taking some live calls. I know some of you want to call in and talk Terra. And speaking of which, shout out to our very own warrior, Sergeant Crypto. Man, I saw that the comment you left in the chat. I did not get a chance to respond. I was about to respond, but I was on the run yesterday. So I'm hoping it's not true. But Sergeant Crypto essentially said he lost 6 figures on the Terra play. Sergeant Crypto is a great guy in the space. He's been doing a lot for the community. So I hope that's not true. But if it is, hey, we all take the L, and hopefully you can get a quick bounce back to it. And I'm wearing my Kramer shirt, and I brought all this stuff out to help with the madness of the market, and hopefully this can pump the price. So we'll see what happens. I had to bring the Kramer shirt out today, of course, since we're talking bear market and market in general. All right. And last but not least, let me go ahead and give some quick shout outs, of course, before we get the show started off and look at these prices. What's going on? Patrick Walter, Wyatt Triad, Wendy Nichols, Marcus, Virgo, El Unico, Patrick, B Sovereign, Cornelius, BK Crypto, Kimon Crypto, Finn. Again, Sergeant Mac, what's up? What's up? Let me know if you're joking or serious. I got to know. Satoshi Slim, what's up? Goodness. Captain G, good morning. Good morning. And welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. That's right. Oh, it is a Friday. I got to do better. I saw some places, some ways they block you and demonetize you from profanity, like in the first couple of minutes of the show. So I got to figure that out. Before we get started, though, make sure you smash that like, that thumbs up. At the very least, we're already at 50%. Let's not slip and slide. Let's ride this thing out as I go over these prices as the day starts. Let's get it. And the screen shakes. Excuse me. You know, usually Bitcoin's days on one end. I can hide the shaking, but today it won't be as easy. Bitcoin's coming in hot at $30,148, up 1.55%. You have Ethereum coming in at $2,029, up 2.89%. You have at number 5 BNB at $313. That big 313, if you know, you know, up 3.67%. At number 8, you have Cardano still hanging on at 52 cents, up 0.60%, excuse me, 0.6%. 60. What else we have? 0.60%. I don't know why I can't say that right now. Solana is at $51, down 0.16%. And rounding off the number 10 is Dogecoin at 8 cents, up 0.06%. Will Dogecoin finally slip out of the top 10? We shall see. It's actually crazy when you see some of the projects that are in the top 10 and then those on the fringes like Polkadot. Speaking of Polkadot, 10 a.m. PST, Mike will be back to talk all things Polkadot Party. He'll be doing that deep dive into the ecosystem. Of course, we have Crypto Bay J and Kaylee talking NFTs this afternoon with Critically Crypto. And some more special shows will be released tonight and tomorrow. So be on the lookout. Of course, we have Crypto and Caribbean. We have the Polygon reviews going down. We have Ocean will be releasing some things this weekend, so be on the lookout. A lot of cool things. All right, of course, for the biggest gainers, we got to go over this. Shout out to Bitcoin. Zay Nico Coin is up 1,046%. Safe Loki is up 595%. And Doge Colony is up 480%. I actually looked at Safe Loki because I was like, how are these? I feel like I saw before. So I was like, how is this thing continuously pumping? And then I saw the real reason why. This thing has a market cap of $83,000. Like, this could be a lot of little people's, or this could literally be one or two people. It's kind of funny, but not funny. What if it was like the whisper game almost, where somebody has to whisper something, you whisper to the next person? Except for this game, you can't get your capital back in anyway until the next person comes and puts their capital in, right? Like, literally, that's where the pump and dumps are coming from. Or unless this thing is consistently going up, but it's not actually it. I checked the charts. And it looks like that is not the case. Let me go to all real quick. As you can see, it's like a zipper going through here. So it's definitely not the case, or it's up. It does look like people have had some amazing pumps in this, but I just want to point this out because we are going to be talking about the things you'd want to watch out for in the bear market. And this is one of them. I mean, in any market, you want to watch out for this, but these little coins and, crap coins, you do want to make sure the market cap is big enough to have liquidity at the very least, because what you don't want is for the market cap to be so small. If you were to buy into or be the first one in early or whatever, you have to stay in for the next 3 to 5 years and literally can't exit. This looks like one of those projects. So be on the lookout for those as well. All right. I don't even want to wait or waste any time. I want to make sure this link is in the chat, all of the show. If you have somebody you saw on Twitter or in the messages, wherever, your mama, your cousin, like I said, if there's anybody who need to have a call-in day or you suggest for them to call in, go ahead and share this link with them and be like, hey, don't waste time. Go ahead and go holler at them and get at them, right? We on the internet. Nobody's going to hurt you. Can nothing go wrong? And you can tell us how we've been wrong all week, or what you think we should be doing, since that seems to be the new thing out these days. Everybody wants to tell you how you should operate as an adult. So that's pretty funny. But links in the chat. Feel free to call in with smoke from the beginning toward the end. We can call in with other things. Or if you have a Terra hot take, one we haven't kind of heard. All right, top story of the day. Now that I've talked enough. Central bankers bellow Bitcoin on El Salvador's Bitcoin beach. If they're actually going to do this, let me actually put the sound on if we're going to be able to hear this. On day 3 of El Salvador's Financial Inclusion and Funding for SMEs conference, Bitcoin has stolen the show. That's right. The orange pilling adventure in El Salvador continues. In a video that beggars belief, 44 central bankers and financial delegates from emerging markets around the world shout Bitcoin while posing for a photo in El Zante, El Salvador. And here it is right here on the Twitter feed. Again, these are the central bankers from around the world. I would say the forgotten central bankers from some of those smaller countries. There it is. One more time. Man, that's the most unenthused Bitcoin scream I ever heard. Like, was there not an account? I know it was different languages going on. Nobody know what was going on. But regardless, I'm glad that they gathered together to say this, to say Bitcoin, to be at Bitcoin Beach in El Salvador and actually have a conversation. And I know we'll probably hear some more of this on Monday from the Simon Family Ventures, of course, assets and arbitrage. They're doing a lot of things and going down to El Salvador to check it out. So it seems that by day 3 of El Salvador's Financial Inclusion Conference, the central bankers are warming to Satoshi Nakamoto's innovation, enjoying a trip to Bitcoin Beach. El Zante, or Bitcoin Beach, is the home of Bitcoin in El Salvador, an iconic destination for Bitcoin enthusiasts, where it birthed the movement which led to El Salvador proclaiming Bitcoin as legal tender in 2021. And again, for El Salvador, let's go ahead and get that hand clap. Shout out to Kelly and El Salvador for taking that step. That was a big step. It had to be taken, and you all were the first to do it. But again, yes, Berkeley told Cointelegraph that the sentiment towards Bitcoin was super good and that nothing beats the experience of using Lightning to discover the potential of Bitcoin. And a nod to Bitcoin adoption around the world, Berkeley shared multiple central bankers said I should meet their team in their country. This is really good news. I mean, it is kind of crazy to see it's happening as aggressively as it is. But this, again, is coming from Nicholas Bertley, co-founder of Galloy Money, the company that created the Bitcoin Beach wallet, of course, where the government kind of pushing people toward. But yeah, this is pretty cool. It turns out it is a success. I mean, to have a true success from this type of meeting, we kind of have to follow the bankers when they lead the meeting for the next few weeks and the next few months and years to see if they actually put into play some of the things they're talking about there. They actually want to adopt Bitcoin and some of the Bitcoin ethos and policies around it, or will they go back to their old bankster ways? I think that once you actually receive a Bitcoin wallet and you see the power of the technology, that people kind of automatically flip. Usually the biggest naysayers haven't read the white paper or don't even understand technology, have never done transaction. Like those are normally the biggest naysayers. So to have a 3-day event where all they're doing is talking Bitcoin, and this entire event is brought to you by Bitcoin, I think this could be pretty good for the central bankers' sticking point. Again, the meeting's focus has no relation to cryptocurrencies or similar. The Paraguay Central Bank does not intend to discuss cryptocurrencies in said environment or meeting. That was declared from the Central Bank of Paraguay, whose delegate was present, where conversations about Bitcoin came as a surprise in the world's first country to make Bitcoin a legal tender. So they released this. Now, this is the stuff where who knows if it's true or not. They didn't really understand what was going on. I don't know how you could just pop up to a Bitcoin conference and not know it's a Bitcoin conference. But even if that is true, they may just be saying that also just to kind of like, again, get the big BIS, Bank of International Settlements, the IMF, International Monetary Fund, and of course the Federal Reserve, and the banks of all banks, the central banks, off of their back for even going to this conference. I'm sure they received a lot of pushback, but again, shout out to them for making it happen. I want to see this tweet to see what some of the community was saying about this. So it hasn't even been retweeted that much, but yeah, people are pretty excited to see this. 8 hours ago, so it just came out last night. So 12 hours ago, excuse me. People are going to be really waking up to this today. So that's going to be pretty crazy to see. I'm very excited to see it as well. Let me check out the comments to see what's going on. I know a lot of comments are happening. Let's see. Oh, you all are hilarious. Let's see. That was a cool clip. That was a pretty cool clip. I do like that. Let's see. Satoshi Slim, bring up the charts for Nil coin. What causes those drastic spikes and valleys? Let me see. I'll bring it up really quick. I do remember we had an advertisement for Nil. A couple of people sounded like they liked it, or at least became a stakeholder, and it had a couple of pumps. But if I had to guess just off the top of my head before I even look at the charts, if there are random spikes on something like Nil coin and it isn't attributed to just straight up pump and dumps, like planned ones, it could be pump and dumps from actual college athletes getting Nil deals, because that's where that last pump came from. A big athlete or something got a deal, and we saw that project actually pump too. I mean, they're doing the Doge Elon Floki thing kind of as far as with the naming they did. It was a really good name play. Woo, if it did pump, it's down 47% today. But here, let me bring up this charts right here. All right, so is that what? Woo, a little bit, 4,782 Satoshis, it looks like. Market cap 4.5 million. Let's see. Ooh, that thing fell off a cliff too, it looks like. Oh yeah. So I mean, it's super new, so it's still kind of difficult to tell because it's only 5 months in, so it's not even a full 6-month cycle you can get. But again, off the top of my head, I would attribute these type of pump and dumps again to, well, that's a lot though. That's a crazy amount. I would kind of attribute it to the players because it is happening often, especially I think February was signing day for high school and college players. And then kind of later on after that, some still choose. That could be it. But again, I haven't looked deep enough into the project, especially as a recent, to give you a solid answer on that one. But you're right. There are a lot of pump and dumps on this one. I don't know, or I would say there are a lot of spikes. I don't know what's going on with that project here. Very interesting though to see. Let me know what you come up with, Satoshi Slim, if you keep looking into it. Let's see, level 99 Slacker. We're definitely going to get to it, but bear market strategy. Continue stacking SAT, same as always, LOL. We'll use Fold card for bills and save up Bitcoin Lightning Node and Bitmain ASIC for non-KYC assets for sure. There we go. Sergeant Max said that's the, yeah. Oh, okay. Is it Sergeant Crypto? Which Sergeant was it? I hope it, hey, I'm bad. I'm mad it was either one of you. How about that? All right, what else do we have going on? Tether is in the news. Now, first, Tether, they really didn't take a shot at them. And I think they didn't take a shot at them because possibly they may find themselves in the same boat one day, right? Everybody's talking about Tether and who they're collateralized by and with and how much and everything. It's been an ongoing discussion for forever. But Tether CTO, Tether CTO said Terra wasn't a rug pull. It was a poorly designed castle of cards. People, if they don't listen to our show, I don't know who does. I've been calling it a house of cards the last few days because that's essentially what was happening as far as when Avalanche saying that they might actually decline in price or their price might drop because of how much Terra actually owned of Avalanche for their collateralization. So yes, it was a house of cards. They tried to use Bitcoin. Of course, Bitcoin is still going through this maturation process. But it was clear to me, it was clear to many that I know that it was a bad idea, said Tether and Bitfinex CTO Paulo Ardoino. But again, Ardoino, I think they're saying that just to kind of lessen the slack on their back because we know Tether and Bitfinex has been under a microscope for years now, really since they came out for the most part. But Tether and Bitfinex Chief Technology Officer Paulo Ardoino said that the Terra Luna project was not intended to be a rug pull, but simply poorly designed. Speaking on the Terra ecosystem's market-shattering crash, Ardoino likened its algorithmic stablecoin Terra to a castle of cards that was due to fail at any time. Now, he also made these comments during an appearance on Reimagined Unplugged podcast this week, where the chief technology officer stated that a big problem was with Quan's misguided sense of self-belief. I don't know Do Quan, but let's give him the benefit of the doubt. He created this project with arrogance and with thinking that he was right and many were supporting him, of course, probably for some economic reasons, but was not per se a rug pull. It was a project that was poorly designed, as many projects are poorly designed. Now, I would say yes and no. I kind of agree with this because at first sight, I kind of said the same thing as well. And it could still even be true, and I don't know Duquan's age or his history and all that stuff as far as this guy should know better type of stuff. But it's also one of those things where I would hope no one's creating projects in this space before they're doing the due diligence of projects that are already created. So to me, if you already looked at projects, you can kind of tell whatever. But regardless, let's just say if it was innocent, some of the other things that are kind of on the fence with it, of course, it actually did break in Cointelegraph today, but it's been on the underground forums for a few days. I think it's actually been in our Discord as well, where Duquan had already tried to dissolve Terra Labs. You know, we mentioned it yesterday in another article, and then that became an actual story yesterday and today as well. So it's one of those things where like he was trying to dissolve Terra Labs, maybe for tax purposes, or was it because he saw something coming as far as a big, I won't say a catastrophic drop in the project. So it's one of those things where, you know, do we give him the benefit of the doubt, or was he in on? Was he in on it? You know, what's the saying from Casino? You're either in on it or you're dumb, basically. I don't know the saying. That was a George Bush moment for me. What is it? You're either in on it or you're incompetent. You're either incompetent or you're in on it. There it is. So I don't know if he was incompetent or in on it, honestly. And I get it. I mean, here's the thing, though, and this is a slippery slope. If you do give him the benefit of the doubt, that sets a precedent. You have to give everybody the benefit of the doubt unless you see proof of foul play. You would have to give everyone the benefit of the doubt. And literally, we could run up billions of dollars if we start giving everyone the benefit of the doubt in this space. So I don't know. That's one of those slippery slopes. I get it. Technically, like, no one died, but also you could be costing people livelihoods that could kill them, right? If they can't feed their families. So I don't know. And I say it like that because would we give other people the benefit of the doubt when it causes harm and stuff in the society? So I don't know. Slippery slope, not for me to decide, but we are definitely going to talk about it because, again, it has been in the news nonstop. Now, I'm bringing up that Tether story really to bring up the second story. Tether launches crypto and blockchain education program in Switzerland. Why do you think Tether will pick Switzerland to launch a crypto and blockchain education program? It's hilarious. It is essential that educational institutions are put into place to help better inform not only traders and investors, but future business owners, said Paulo Ardoino. I don't know how to pronounce that last name. So essentially, for those who don't know, Switzerland is like, you know, the gray area. It is peace with everyone. Don't get no beefs, not trying to extradite nobody. They're not trying to get into no legal mess, especially when it comes to the financial side of the house. So many people in many countries take their money to Switzerland, hoping to keep it safe and well hidden from whatever government they're at. So to me, when Tether's making the play to go toward Switzerland and teach them about blockchain and crypto education, it could be on the up and up, which is still kind of not necessarily up and up, where they're like, hey, we just want to do business with you all and teach you all about this because we know the type of customers and clients you have. Or even if it were not on the up and up, which no offense, Tether, hey, y'all know y'all ain't been on the up and up your whole existence. If they do the old Tether Bitfinex play, they could actually go they could like just straight up money launder in a sense. Maybe for them in the crypto community in Switzerland, it wouldn't be considered money laundering, breaking laws. But I'm sure if a company or a person with a lot of capital from a country that's supposed to keep that capital and pay tax on that capital were to take it out and say, hey, Tether, we loan it to you essentially, and you can use this to collateralize your whatever you got going on your stable coin. I think they would take that bet to have more collateralization, especially on a large level, especially when you're dealing internationally where they really can't be penalized. I'm not saying that's happening. I'm just saying there's many reasons, and those are just two of many to choose Switzerland to launch a crypto and blockchain education program. But there's speculation. Let's see what they said. Switzerland's southern city of Lugano will host a blockchain and cryptocurrency focused school as part of a partnership between the local government and Tether. Again, the local government and Tether, I think I guessed it right, but who knows? I've been wrong before. Not many times, but I've been wrong. In a Thursday announcement, Tether and Lugano said they will be launching the Plan B. Hey, what type of inner city school is this? They'll be launching the Plan B summer school. A Plan B summer school. That's actually pretty funny. They'll be launching a Plan B summer school in an effort to bring blockchain and crypto education to the masses. The Education Center is part of Tether's Plan B initiatives with the Swiss city, which have included making Bitcoin and Tether and the LVGA token a legal tender in the area. And I have no clue with the LVGA. I'm assuming that's like the Lugano or something token, probably for their city. But regardless, crypto education is cool to see. It's another base hit toward Bitcoin. So this is a great news story right here. According to the school's website, the 2-week program, so it's okay. So it's going to be very immersive. Will run in July and feature speakers including Blockstream CEO Adam Back and Tether and Bitfinex Chief Technical Officer Paulo Ardoino. Topics, why you got him coming too? Y'all hilarious. Topics include basic instructions to stablecoins and cryptocurrencies, as well as blockchain analysis and regulatory policy around digital assets. So, I mean, I guess I'll be actually interested in hearing talks from Adam Beck and the Tether CEO, because it does sound like this is more B2B, right? They're not doing this for retail clients out there, for individuals. It sounds like they are going after the businesses when they do this educational speech program, 2-week thing or whatever. So with that said, I can understand having these high level, Adam Beck from Blockstream and of course, Paulo from Tether and Bitfinex. My only question, I know Adam Beck's had plenty of experience with it, but still he's been at a very high level. For newbies, are they going to be the best two to really break it down? So it'll be interesting to see how they break it down, how they roll it out over there. I'm kind of interested to see how they actually do it and to see how well it's received and how well it's comprehended as well. Because it's not just about giving the information in a good way. It's about it being well received and translated in a good way as well. So that's Tether. They're going over to Switzerland and launching a school, and they want everybody to get on Tether and Bitcoin, baby, or blockchain, should I say, from what it looks like in the story. Let me get back to these chats and see what's going on. And let me check this like ratio, this watching the like ratio. I know how y'all play someday. See, I'm seeing 200 and something, 9 people watching. I'm seeing 1 something in there.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks.
Hey, smash those likes. Stop lurking and start liking. I'm just going to just start tagging every soundboard we have because I can't sing like Bitcoin's there. All right. So that's how we're going to have to do it. S1 Dove said, I'm running to the class late. Good morning, Warriors. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, tell the teacher they can wait. Matter of fact, put us on the TV so we can get this going. Chemo and Crypto, still curious how Hex will look in about 500 days. I'm about halfway through my 1,000 stake to figure out these. Oh, they got you too, Chemo and Crypto. Oh, man. Honestly, I might as well got the T-shirts too, because I've been holding this shitty hex bag since it started going down. So, I'm with you on that. Hey, Jam, 70 cent, huh? So we all had our one last year, and that was definitely your one. But no, to be fair, I won't even call it Jams. That wasn't your one because you did call it from like 10 cent to 40. The greed took in from the 40 to 70. So I won't even get you on that one. Let's see what else we have. Jake said off topic, but Coinbase going bankrupt. Will be relisting XRP before any signs of SEC case closing. All right. Speaking of which, be on the lookout for Jake Fever. He's going to be hitting us off some great videos this week and next week as well. I believe his might premiere tonight or tomorrow nights as well. So just be on the lookout also. I didn't say well like 10 times in the last 2 minutes. I realized that. Let's see. In other words, Tether, it's a rug pull. WTF are you arguing? Yeah, Tether. You know what? The only thing I'll say Tether from being a rug pull at this point is because they've been through so many bear markets and down markets and survive. If they were to die out, they really should have died out in 2018, 2019 through those 2 years. Like those 2 years audited the entire industry. Trust me. Like every exchange was audited during those 2 years. Every business was audited. Like you saw consensus laying off people. Like everybody was laying off people left and right and reducing their teams and stuff. So they survived that one. They've survived a lot. I think they may be here to stay. Solely Man Ba, what's going on? Morning, guys. I went down a rabbit hole of Citycoin, discovered the true Ethereum killer Stacks. Thoughts? So shout out to Kaylee, who of course is going to be doing Critically Crypto later. She is really deep diving in Stacks. Of course, Bitcoin Zay is as well. Quiet as kept. I don't want to put them on blast. We were long story short, we've been considering doing a Stacks show. But it's going to take some Stacks dough. So if that doesn't come, which it hasn't came, we haven't done that Friday show. But yes, Stacks, a lot of people seem to like it. And again, for people saying who's building on Bitcoin, there you go. But yeah, I am very interested in it. I don't know if it will be the Ethereum killer. Honestly, the Ethereum killer is Ethereum, right? They committed suicide. They don't need help on that one. But we'll see, right? Just inform you, benefit of the doubt, my ass. Talking about Duke Kwon, he moved money days before South Korea came after him. So, well, there we go. Some people are saying what they feel like. Let's see. Oh, yeah, what happened to Big O? And I see Satoshi calling out Zeb. Again, the link is in the chat. Feel free to call in with the smoke. Have your camera on. Have your camera on. We gave 1 or 2 exceptions here and there before. But honestly, this is YouTube. This is, we watch things on here. No one wants to see a blank screen. It's boring. We're already talking crypto, which is boring to a lot of people, and concepts are pretty difficult to understand. So let's make it fun. Have your screen on so we can see how you living and who you are to be giving everyone your expertise opinion. All right, let's see. Oh, Jake Fever, for right now, that's a great point. Neil is in the news probably because Nick Saban is bitching about the number 2 draft class and Jimbo called him out. Saban took a shot at Deion for no reason. I saw that as well. Nick Saban and what he said is literally like, that's America. That's as American as it can get right there. That's old American. I won't say that's new America. That's as old America as it can get right there. Oh my God, the playing field has been leveled. People can do the same thing I've been allowed to do for forever. Let me complain and try to get them in trouble. Like, oh man, that was sickening to watch from that guy. But he showed his true colors. A lot of people already know how these college coaches are. I'm not a fan of them. You'll never see me cry over anything negative that can happen to a college football coach. So yeah. In fact, with all that being said, I just saw somebody put it in the chat. Yeah. Fuck them. Honestly, and no offense to the South and Midwest. I used to live there, so I know it's religion, but I've been in LA and international these days. Like, you damn near have to pay me to go to a football game. It got to be business online. I got to be meeting with somebody. Like, and there's got to be a box too. I'm not trying to be outside and get hot, man. All right, I'm being spoiled. Okay, like I'm wearing the white shirt, just wearing this button up there. All right. So to keep it real, like I said, I'm not a fan of most college coaches out there. So yeah, that might be why Neil Coin. You about to have me go off on this tangent. Like I started reminiscing. I started thinking about I had coaches' faces in my eyes just now. No, seriously, that may be the reason why Neil Coin popped for that. JG Wetword, what's going on? Jam said, make sure you guys are checking out Crypto and Down too. They've been killing it on Tuesday nights. Facts King, America through and through. They have hackers in North Korea and Russia like we don't. That is, listen, that is one of the funniest stories right there when we do say the hackers in North Korea and Russia, and then it's like, so United States, we don't have any hackers here. Like we don't get no hackers on our side. Like, come on, guys. Like, come on. We get our IT department, the military, get pins now. So it's all the way up. All right, what else do we have? Nobody's calling in. I gave it a quick moment to see if anything happened. I don't see anything, so we'll keep it rolling. Talking about President Biden now. President Biden's pick for Fed vice chair for supervision calls for congressional action on stablecoins. So I actually brought this one up because I had to give our government a round of applause. Like, people, it is happening. It's really going to happen. Our generation is going to be some of the shift for millennials, but even after us, it's really going to shift. The only thing that may jack up some of the shifts in the positive direction is that the next generation is going a little bit too far because they don't have any standards, right? Like, I'm sounding like the old guy in the room, but they're literally like, no, everybody's equal. Everybody has value. Like, love is love, no matter who and what. It's like, well, slow down now. There's age requirements for many things for a reason. There's height requirements to ride certain roller coasters, folks. Like, there are rules for a reason. The next generation has none. So that might backfire on them. But through and through, I do think, hey, where our government and our country was 50 years ago, we're in better shape. I think 50 years from now, we will hopefully be in better shape. But like I said, the next generation might take it too far and right. But really quick, Fed nominee Michael Barr said that the government agency potentially releasing a central bank digital currency was an issue that required a lot more thought and study. So first, I'm giving them a hand clap for admitting, for coming out and being like, you know what, we were not ready for this. We thought we had it figured out, but we didn't. And they basically came out and said that Michael Barr is a law professor and former advisory board member to Ripple Labs, who is the United States President Joe Biden's pick for vice chair for supervision at the Federal Reserve, called for U.S. lawmakers to regulate stablecoins in an effort to address financial stability risk. Now, a couple of things. First thing I'm going to say is I am interested in seeing how this is going to work with Barr when it comes to, what is it? Hold on. My fault, Byron. I just saw you. Come on, give me a quick second. I'm going to get to you in a moment. It threw me off from the reading. I'm interested to see how it's going to work with XRP. Since he worked for Ripple Labs, will they gain any favor as he gets into this advisory board position? All right, that's the first thing I kind of wonder. Second thing I wanted to point out in this article is where, again, they mentioned, I'll just read the comment. Barr said innovative technologies, including cryptocurrency, had some potential for upside in terms of economic benefit, but also some significant risk, citing the need for a regulatory framework on stablecoins to prevent the risk of runs. What runs? And I like how he didn't even say, he just said runs, bank runs, people. I think actually, I'll take that back. I think the government might actually have it figured out. It's not hard to figure out a stablecoin. There's websites you can make them in 30 minutes type of deal. So I'll take that back. I think they figured it out. I think they haven't figured out how to prevent a bank run going to the stablecoin. And once it's in a stablecoin, it can go to other stablecoins, then go to crypto, and then we then lost our money. I think that's the bigger news of the story. This is why I love doing these stories live, because even myself, I'm looking at the analysis as I go through it. That's kind of crazy. I think that's what it really is. They're worried about the bank runs. Barr added that the Fed potentially releasing a central bank digital currency was an issue that required a lot more thought and study. But the real reason why I give the government a hand clap on this story, even though, I mean, really, he made all his money if he worked for Ripple Labs. But the real reason why I give it a hand clap is because he is not going to leave this job and go work somewhere else. Somewhere else in the crypto market right after. Responding to questioning from Massachusetts Senator Elizabeth Warren at the hearing, Barr confirmed that he would not, and it's funny, Elizabeth Warren, out of all people, are questioning him. I mean, I will almost not care if he worked anywhere else since she's the one questioning him, but whatever. Barr confirmed that he would not work in any financial services company, potentially having assets under the Federal Reserve's purview for 4 years following his prospective time at the government agency. Now, if you're doing really good at your job and you're smart, then you should know you can put some investments in place and don't touch it until 5 years. No, I'm kidding. But seriously, I'm excited to see this was put in place. I'm not sure if it was just for him or for everyone. Like I said, not a big lose-lose for this guy because he's already been in the crypto space. So he has crypto, folks. Like, he's already won. But this is a good thing to see. Like, I think we need to put this across the board for everyone. I wouldn't even went as harsh as 4 years. I would just say 3 years. Give us a 3-year head start. Crypto moves fast, but I'm glad to see something has been put into place now to at least slow down this revolving door of, oh, I work for the government. Now I work for this private company. Oh, I work for the government, but now I work for this private company. Like, and for those who don't understand the issue that when you're working for the government, you can create all these rules and regulations that no one can jump through all these difficult hoops. And then you can go to the private sector and either consult and get paid to teach people how to do it, or just start a company or work for a company like our rat face guy does, Benjamin Lansky, who created the bit license, does now for New York NYDIG, who essentially runs all cryptocurrency and Bitcoin through New York. All right. So happy to see that. Hand clap again to the government for getting it right. All right, Byron, appreciate you being patient. Let's see what, oh, did he leave? Did he just leave that quick? Oh, there we go. Welcome. What you got for me? What's up? What's the word?
Hey man, I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing great. What you got for us today?
Hey man, I just found your channel a few weeks ago. I was watching the Reggie Middleton interview, and like, yeah, it was a very good interview. I liked how he dissected Hex and put a real perspective on it. And then yeah, I just joined the live now.
Oh, welcome. What you got for us? What were you looking at in the crypto? First, when did you get into cryptocurrency or Bitcoin?
So I got into crypto around 5 years ago, 2017.
Okay. What made you jump into the market?
I was doing Uber in Miami, and it was actually Bitcoin week. I didn't know anything about it, and two guys got in the back and they were talking about Ethereum mining, and then from there, kind of just done a deep dive, bought a little bit of Bitcoin, bought a little bit of Ethereum. I actually got caught up in BitConnect, but I told my brother, and we set up a mining rig, and then I began mining late 2018. So I was doing that for a few years, and then just been accumulating through the bear market and staying on YouTube, watching like people like Trevon James and a few other YouTubers, and just mostly accumulating like Ethereum.
Nice. So how bad did BitConnect get you? Did you lose your shirt or just a little bit?
It was definitely devastating for my age. Near almost 5 figures. Definitely set me back. Yeah.
Hey, it's all good. We all pay tuition. Believe me, we've all paid a 5-figure tuition in this space, so it's all good. Like I said, I got tagged on one not too long ago, so it happens. All right. So what projects are you looking at right now? What interests you? Are you still on the Ethereum train or something different?
Yeah, I'm definitely still on the Ethereum train. The whole Terra Luna thing, it just shows that like Ethereum and Bitcoin has stood the test of time, especially in the bear market. I feel like those are the things you should be accumulating. And then the layer twos is what's interesting me. So if anything comes out which is new, I think in the next bull run, like layer 2 things that can make Ethereum more efficient, cheaper for new users, kind of putting that cost basis down. I think that's like what I'm looking forward to. But I'm looking also curious about Pulse Chain to see if that's going to come out. They just
snuck one in on us now. All right, let's talk about it. So, all right, so here's my deal. Are you all excited about Pulse Chain because you think you'll overnight double the money, or are you generally excited to be using and working off of Pulse Chain versus any other chain?
I'm genuinely excited because it's nothing like this has been done before. You're copying all these coins and kind of diluting Ethereum, so everything's going to be a lot cheaper. So there's profit to be made, but I'm just curious to see how the market react to it over time. Just seeing that, hang on, I've got like a P coin and an E coin. I'm not sure how the launch will go. That's one of the most important parts of a project, how it launches. So I see why they're taking long, but yeah, I think there's profit to be made, but also think the technology behind it can disrupt the market.
And shout out to Crypto and Down, of course, Asher, and of course, Jams, our in-house Hexagon warrior. They just did a show on Pulse Chain the other day. So if you are interested in that, I believe that aired Tuesday night. It's still on our channel, so go check that out. Crypto and Down did an entire show on Pulse Chain for anybody who's like, I keep hearing about it, I want to go research it. So I haven't really done my deep dive on it yet. I'm actually going to wait until it launches. It was one of those things where, to be fair, Richard Hart did reward people before with the whole Hex thing. So it could happen. But for me, it was just a little bit too risky for me, but I'm excited to see it. So when does it launch?
there's no launch date. So, you know, the community's getting a bit frustrated.
Also in 2042. That's what's up. That's what's up. No, I'm messing.
Yeah, it's looking like that though.
Hey, listen, y'all need to find Richard, take them watches away from him, take them cars, and tell him to get his ass behind the computer and get the launch going. All right.
Yeah, man. Cool.
Hey, thanks for the call in, Byron. Have a good one.
All right, man.
All right,
Enjoy
cheers.
work,
Cheers.
man. Keep it up.
Thank you. Much appreciated. All right. What else do we have? I'm looking at these comments. Let's see. Solana got 5 years, H bar. Let's see. Chemo and crypto, hilarious. If you all, hey, I might not be in the medical field, but you remember I was just in the military, and there was a lot of things that had me ready to run out of it. I was like, oh, y'all, you all are going crazy in here. So yes, believe me, I do know. I know about being force fed, HR policy type of deals. Let's just say that. Let's see. Do I think Ethereum survives in 5 years? Ethereum on a whole is failing right now with huge story potential, but super lacking. 5 years, yes. The reason why? Because too many popular names have put their money and name behind it for it to fail. They would like literally buy a layer 2, merge it into Ethereum and say it was all a part of the plan before they just let it die. So no, I don't think it's going to die or fail, only because again, the people behind it, like it'll die. It'll be like the internet. It'll just be dying in front of you. They'll be like, no, still going to use it. Our company going to use it. Like, I don't care what nobody else do, but we going to use it. So I don't know. Jams, what's going on? What's the word? You heard post chain. That was like a bat signal. He came. Hey, what's up? Where we at?
Yo. Good morning, King. Good morning, Warriors. Just wanted to actually come in and give a quick shout out to Ruel Black.
Shout out Ruel. He killing it right now.
Killing it. He dropped pre-search as one of the coins and techs that we should be aware of. It is a decentralized search engine, so a direct competitor to Google. And so as you search or using your browser, you do have the ability to earn. Ever since I added that extension 2 weeks ago, I've been earning passively. It's up 9% today, 30% on the week. So great call 2 weeks ago, Ruel. And they just launched their mainnet. So talk about being ahead of the game just by watching the gentlemen of crypto and the content creators.
Hey, shout out to Black Ruel. Been killing it. A lot of gems. Also, of course, shout out to Gems right here for Crypto and Down. If you never saw Gems, name and face, he's been on Fridays, of course. But him and Asher is holding it down Crypto and Down. Like you said, I mean, you all have been dropping. Everybody's been dropping gems around the clock. I've been having a hard time. But that's why for anybody who I owe email a message to, that's why I'm behind. I'm trying to keep up with literally every show right now. It's like it's becoming overwhelming. So, but yeah, it's been some good content. Thanks for that shout out. What else you got for us, Jams?
Yep. So just to let y'all know quickly how to access, you can register and log in on the right, add the extension to your browser. And then as you search and utilize pre-search as you would any other Google or Yahoo browser, you do passively earn. You have the ability to stake, but now we officially have a mainnet. So just a quick shout out to Black Ruel. Now, let's talk a little Hex and Pulse Chain. We did do a show on Tuesday going through a few.
You had Byron call first. I'm gonna get right after you, bro. Go ahead. No, I'm talking.
Yeah, no, you're good.
I didn't mean to cut you off. You know I'm talking.
Yeah, no, that was kind of the plan. I heard him mention it. Of course, we've been on this 2 weeks away train, but I want to come with some sobering news. I've been seeing a lot of drama in the Hex community on Twitter. A lot of back and forths.
You all have so many good humans in that community. That's why.
Hey, well, one of the lead sacrifice wallets may be a habitual scammer and fraudster, allegedly having been exposed in the last week. So with all of the FUD, understanding the macroeconomics with inflation sky high, interest rates potentially being increased, we aren't in a bull market. So unless Richard decides to release in the middle of a bear market, which wouldn't necessarily be a bad idea, we may not see Pulse Chain until midsummer, even late summer, beginning of the fall.
I was going to give you midsummer, depending on the market, like late third week of June.
And yeah, so that
June to July 15th, June 22nd to July 15th.
I love that range because a lot of people were hoping for mid-May. There's been a lot of like upset people in the community that mid-May has come and gone, but it's not realistic. I wanted to come before the crypto warriors and let y'all know, if you were hoping for the post chain tomorrow, you ain't getting it. You may as well wait 4-6 weeks, like King just said, out to July 15th, reasonably, before you will get that.
Yeah. So let me ask you this. Are you at all worried about anything when it comes to this, or no? You're still like, it's probably going to be solid?
Oh, no, I'm not worried about anything as far as the development and the tech. The GitLab is making updates constantly. You can see those, that the developers are doing that week to week. And then also on the sacrifice balance checker, you can see that they are updating the balances almost every day. So the background work you can actually view, since most of the stuff is open source up until this point. So yes, we know for a fact that there is work being done. As you can, 2 days ago, the Go Pulse implementation of the Pulse chain node was just updated 2 days ago with 13,000 commits. And
I was looking at the commits just now. I did see that.
Yeah, so work is happening. We definitely know for a fact that work is continuing to happen here. And it may take some time to get the balances ironed out. But as far as minimally viable, I do think I'm comfortable. Something that I saw inside of Telegram was that after the Terra Luna Dogecoin collapse, the devs supposedly got a little bit wary about releasing non-perfect code. But yes, for the coders out there in the community, feel free to go through the code itself, see what has been deleted, what has been added, the changes in the GitLab itself, because we can talk all we want, but that's what actually matters.
I'm over here mad at myself though, because I'm like bull. Oh, I gotta go back. I gotta go back to Google for like 10 minutes and refresh, man. I haven't, low key, I took like a year off from coding. So I'm like, I'm rusty, but
good.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna take a peek at some of this. I mean, this is pretty cool. I'm glad to see they are updating. Let me see something real quick. Yeah, like you said, work is being done. I mean, but my thing is he didn't keep Hex open source, correct?
That he did ultimately answer that Hex is not totally open source.
Right. So will this be totally open source? I'm assuming no.
I don't understand why it wouldn't, because let me say my reasoning. This is a fork of Ethereum. And this is how this was built off the open source code of Ethereum. And then Pulse X is a fork of Uniswap, the open source code of Uniswap. So the only thing added to the Pulse chain is the bigger block size, the faster transactions, and the ability to burn fees. So most of the code should be open source.
Okay. We'll see. I mean, I know they're gonna have something where, because my thing is, if the whole thing is open source, then he's really just saying I can win the community over and keep them. Because my only thing is, if it does work, and especially if people get paid, then what's going to stop the next person from trying to literally do the same thing? But hey, y'all got paid last time, you know you're gonna get paid this time. So I think probably toward the end he might change something, or whoever's working on it might change something. But no, definitely interesting for those who are into coding and all that. Feel free to start taking some looks into this and deep diving it. So this is my question. This stuff from 3 years ago, this is from the Ethereum fork code?
That is correct. So that's originally from the Ethereum code. And what they're attempting to do here is beat the Ethereum Foundation to market with proof of stake.
That explanation is fair. Now, I would see that's what's like, that makes sense to me. That makes sense, and that's fair. Good luck, but
that's how I view it. And he, of course, the watches, the cars, all the eccentricity takes away from that narrative. But if he would just say, I'm trying to beat Ethereum to market with proof of stake, faster, bigger blocks, and burning fees with each transaction, people could wrap their head around that concept.
There it is. Ashley said she loved you, but she also said you're getting paid by Big Richie for this PSA.
Oh man, no. Actually, Richard hates me because I call him out on his bullshit. I'm not an ass.
I actually saw that a couple of times where like I've seen a couple of times where you had no. Like, hold on, man. This is the person. This is your biggest supporter on this side of the fence, buddy, and it's not many. So
Yeah, no. So for anybody wondering, I am not paid by any Hexicans. This is purely my own research, my own initiative, making sure that our community gets the information that we need. We're not last to find out. We find out on day zero. So no, many of them do not rock with me because I keep it real. I tell Richard, hey man, when you say you speak in black, that's BS. So, the rest of them won't say that. I will.
All right, listen, I got majority of the time I just I zone out. I want the information. I want the money. I want the capital. And then everybody else can be goofy. It can be goofy. And then, I'll give you the swirly at the conference when I see you there. Other than that, I'm not worried.
my man. But yeah, no, last word for all the warriors and you. Thank you for the opportunity in allowing Crypto and Down to come on the Gentlemen of Crypto Weekly on Tuesdays at 5 p.m. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please just jump over to Crypto and Down, subscribe to our channel. We're building, but we don't just talk about the pulse chain. We truly go through the news, the market, and then we talk politics and the latest culture events. So tune in with us. We're going to continue to come and lock in with King of Bitcoin Zay. Enjoy your weekend. Get outside, get some sun, and stay black and healthy, baby.
There it is.
Peace.
Shout out to Gems. Much appreciate calling Gems. As always, as you said, make sure you check them out. Crypto and Down. Check out Black Roo. Listen, I'm not gonna lie to you people. Like, it is a ton of new shows. They all are good. I'm telling you, they're like really all are solid shows. Not saying that you should, be a stakeholder in every project, but as far as the content and bringing you new things, like everyone's bringing you new things as part of this space. So check it out if you have time for sure. This weekend will probably be good. Check out some of the new ones. Find the ones you really like. And again, we'll put a calendar out soon, so it's a little bit easier to check out when the shows will premiere. All right, if you got any smoke, feel free to still call. I got a couple last stories I'm going to cover before we call it a day. Bitcoin Piece a Day is coming up. That's right. Piece a Day, a day of regret and fantasy. As we enter the Bitcoin holiday weekend, it's a good time to reflect on the incentives that led us to celebrate Bitcoin Piece a Day. Of course, Jimmy Song wrote this too. Shout out to Jimmy Song. Of course, we had him on the show before. Piece a Day is a great day of great blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. I can't talk today. Okay, we all know the story. Piece a Day is a day of regret. Laszlo buys 2 Papa John's pieces and some lucky guy got 10,000 Bitcoin on this day 12 years ago. The story is like that of Peter Minute buying Manhattan Island for $24. We can hardly believe that such a thing is possible given his value today. So of course that happened on the 22nd of May. So that day is about to happen again. It'll be on Sunday, which is why we're covering today. We may mention it again on Monday as well. But I wanted to bring this story up because again, people talk about the regret, the difficulty of holding, whatever you want to call it, convictions hard to develop. He just goes into detail. Jimmy Song's a Bitcoin maximalist. So he just goes into detail about how this person made this great mistake. 10 things you bought instead of Bitcoin. A new product from Apple you replaced 2 years later. Green Gems and Clash of Clans because you really need to win. A college degree. Litecoin because it's cheaper. So it's just, I get the argument and I bring this story up. I gotta get CB back on this channel. When I was on Crypto Blood's channel the other day, we had the duel. It wasn't a really big one, but we need to have a fun all-out one where we're yelling at each other for our points just to make to have some fun with it. But essentially, Crypto Blood CB. Hold on, I'm gonna have to.
Hello. Yo.
Yep. Hold on, gotta mute you, and then we'll get you here in a moment, Doug.
Thank you.
No problem. But CB is I don't even know how to mute people right now. Hold on, let me see if I can get you here in a second. Let me see. We'll figure it out in a second. But CB is he believes we shouldn't be spending Bitcoin either. I am one of the people who actually likes to spend my Bitcoin. And why? Because I'm actually in the industry. Boom. Thank you. You did it for me. I was trying to figure that out as I was talking. That's why I stopped. No, Crypto Blood is like this. And Zay's the same way. They're like, it's an appreciating asset. Don't spend it. Zay will spend it every now and then. But for me, I also spend it. And the reason why is because I get it. Manhattan was bought for $24, but maybe at the time somebody needed that $24 for bail money. I don't know. Maybe they need that $24 to go buy the last turkey on Manhattan Island to feed their family, right? Like there are things where to me it's just like I know people are saying this is going to be assets, going to be worth everything and all that. But for me personally, I'm working in the space. I feel like if you can figure out how to get paid in Bitcoin or find ways to get Bitcoin incoming, then you can also spend it as long as you're replacing it. So that's one thing. And then for two, for me, if you are like 100% in the market and you're actually working in this market, I really don't see how you can go about your life without spending your Bitcoin, like literally without spending it, cashing out, doing something with it. Because the only other checks I really get is from the entertainment industry. Now, luckily, those are pretty good, so I can use those and not have to touch my Bitcoin majority of the time. But there's often, I won't say oftentimes, usually once every other month or once a quarter, sometimes I essentially have too much Bitcoin and I have no more cash left. I'm not super liquid, so I start using my Bitcoin. I don't feel bad about it because it's like this market isn't going anywhere, and as long as you continue to grow and show value, then it's like you'll still get your money in Bitcoin. You still can get paid in Bitcoin. You still can go back to buy more Bitcoin. Those are my thoughts. I know a lot of people are against it, so I definitely want to see what you all have to say in the chat, and feel free to call in and let me know how you feel about it as well. And Real Talk, thank you for the tip. Said, which is more controversial, Hex or Cardano? Woo! We might have to have a show on that soon. But let me get Dub on here. Dub, proof. What's the word? What's going on? How are you today?
Good, King, man. How you doing?
I can't complain, man. Life is great. How about you? Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from New Jersey. I'm home from work today. I always catch you guys on the pod because that's the only way I could listen. So I had to give a call, say what's up, give you guys your flowers. You know, you guys have been killing it. Love the look of Solana a while ago. I caught that one. You guys called it at 30, right?
So I got to ask you, when did you get in, and what got you into Bitcoin or cryptocurrency?
Dude, honestly, I'd have to say probably about 2015. I got Coinbase wallet or whatever the exchange. My friend Chase turned me onto it. I might have bought like a couple bucks worth of something. It dumped. I sold it, and I didn't mess with it for years. And then I started trimming weed at a dispensary around here. So I got nothing but time on the headphones. So I found you guys. So got right back into it maybe 2 years later. Started playing around. So want to thank you for that. You know, the podcast is great.
Much appreciated. And this is about to be a sound off to who's in the chat. We were supposed to have our crypto and cannabis show rocking by now, but we will get it going here in the next couple of weeks. If you're ever interested, hey, send the email. Send the email. I got you here. I'll send you the email address right now. Shoot me an email and let's make it happen.
Word.
Everybody else is slacking. We got you in a dispensary now, so listen, that would be perfect too.
I got a question though. This might be a
question. What's up?
Where does my cash go when I buy a Bitcoin?
Where does your cash go when you buy Bitcoin? I mean, it's being traded.
But where? Like say you know, I want to buy a yen. China's got my dollar, and I got the yen, right?
Right.
So who's holding all the cash for the Bitcoin?
Well, no, I get what you're saying, but I think it depends on so if the exchange is an exchange. If you get it from a person, it's a person. You get what I'm saying? It's like what happens to the milk when somebody buys the milk?
I drink it.
Hey, and then I gave the person $5. I don't know how many in LA. It might be 15 by now. I don't know. I gave somebody $69 for my milk in LA, and they kept the money and they went to go buy them some gas. They got 2 gallons of gas for my $69 for my 1 gallon of milk here in Los Angeles. All right, the people is crazy out here. I'm trying to tell you. New Jersey isn't too much better though. I know y'all crazy over there.
Oh my God, it's insane.
All right,
that's like the one thing that always blew my mind. I'm like, all right, I know the exchange is getting it. They're getting the coins. Maybe they're mining them or whatever, and they sell them and they get the money. Cool. But if the exchange just bought a whole ton of Bitcoin, like Coinbase or whatever, and they're just sitting on it, who has their money? Like the miners or?
No, I get what you're saying. Now that is like interesting. I would say, and I would say the way I do when I have cash in my ecosystem, my personal DAO, it doesn't stay long. Like I said, I move it. When I have enough cash to cover bills, usually some expensive dinners and going out a little bit throughout the month. And then I kind of try to reset every 4 to 6 weeks, whatever. And by that time, I'm hope I've worked enough to have more cash. But usually with mine, I just go straight to buying more Bitcoin or crypto, whatever. But I do get what you're saying. I think even for exchanges, and I kind of agree with you, they couldn't really sit on the cash either, because that's super dangerous to do, especially if you're saying I'm all in. Like if you're an exchange, you're all in on Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. Like even if you're there for a money making play, you're
Yeah.
all in at that point. So I'm with you. It's like, would they sit on the cash knowing they're losing money on that end, or would they reinvest that cash to buy more crypto? But then if they do that, you got another Terra on your hands. So I definitely get what you're coming from.
Yeah.
I think it just keeps getting moved for the most part. I think some does get put away. Like you do have to keep a certain percentage for sure. They're keeping a higher percentage than the bank, but yeah, they're moving it. They're moving that money. I do see what you're saying. Nobody's going to sit on it, which is why they're getting rid of it to begin with. So that does make sense.
Yeah. Makes me wonder about that Satoshi thing too a little bit. Like,
wait, go ahead. What does it make you wonder about?
What if Satoshi's a real man? He did this thing and now he's just stacking fiat, just stacking it. We're stacking stats and he's stacking fiat. Like, who knows, you know?
I get it. Yes and no. That if Satoshi got a piece of every transfer, but since he doesn't know, but I get what you're saying. With that being said, since you did say that, what's your favorite strain and why?
My favorite strain and why?
Let's get the show going. Here go the show right here. Let's get it going.
It's got to be outdoor New Jersey Parkway grown sour diesel.
Woo! I know that, man. I can feel the burn in my throat from here. New Jersey Parkway grown. Is it good?
It's the best diesel I ever smoked in my life, bro. I've had it from Cali. I've had it from Canada, Vermont.
Okay, listen. All right, you said we about to get deep into the show now. It's gonna be crypto and cannabis. With the cannabis side, I'm about to ask you, what's the percentage of sativa to indica in that one you all grow there?
Where I work?
Yeah, was it 80% sativa?
They basically grow hybrids where I work, unfortunately, but they don't really they don't look at it like that. They say
that's East Coast. I know what you mean.
Pros, you know, like you want to know it's a short plant, then it's an indica. If it's a big wavy plant, it's a sativa. If it's like in the middle, then you got the hybrid. So they look at it as like daytime weed versus nighttime weed.
I got you.
You know,
okay,
so
that is how a lot more people are doing it.
Stuff, you know.
All right, last question for you. Do you all do the THC percentage on them?
Yeah, they do. They do.
What's the percent on yours?
Let me see.
Let me see. Hey, I'm telling you right now, if it's under 24, you can't bring it this way, man.
We got
honestly, it's under 28, but I'm being nice.
Ice cream man right here.
All right, what we got?
Strain, and we're coming in at 16.49.
All right, a little
that's
daytime.
A pretty good one.
Yeah, it's
then
nice.
We got the
take that and go to the grocery store or something.
Yeah, exactly. That's like your grocery store shopping weed.
Right.
Then the Kush 4, that one's at 29%.
There we go. I'm a 28 to 33 guy myself, but all right. So we got the right guy. I'll reach out to everyone else. Hit me on the email. I think we're gonna have 3 people, so maybe we'll have a panel of 4. But regardless, yeah, let's make this happen. All right.
Yo, thanks for my call, man.
Hey, no, thanks for calling in. Much appreciated. Cheers. All right, later. For sure. Good call. Hey, real talk. We're definitely going to cover that one day. Which is more controversial, Hex or Ada? Cardano in the chat right now in the chat. Let us know what's more controversial in the chat. Chat, what's more controversial? Is Hex or Cardano? Woo! Hex or Cardano? Which one is more controversial? That's kind of crazy right there, actually, when you think about those two. All right, we do have one more story left after this, but I want to go ahead and take a look at the comment section real quick and see what the chat's talking about. Ashley K says, Simon Family, always watch. Simon Family are great. Folks, if you have kids in this space and you are not watching the Simon Family, you are doing yourself a disservice. Make sure you check them out. They're literally coming from a family perspective of things you need to do to keep your Bitcoin safe. I can tell you now, if something happened to me and I die, hey, whatever that total Bitcoin number, you might as well take a little haircut off of that one, because I'm not giving no codes, passwords. Listen, I'm evil. I want my money gone with me because nobody gave me nothing. Yeah, that's right. Work hard. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Oh man, let me stop. I know people be pissed off. You can help a lot of people. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I know how it is. Like pocket watch. Cryptonomics said Hex is like dollar store crypto. You don't know how they can sell it. It's so cheap, but somehow they do it and fly under the radar. Makes you go, Cryptonomics, outside of Bitcoin, what is your favorite cryptocurrency out there? I just have to know at this point. Let's see, what else we had? Sergeant Mac is my second piece of day too, said chemo and crypto. There we go. Let's see. Who else we got? What's going on? Todd, didn't Max Kaiser give Alex Jones 10K Bitcoin and Alex Jones lost a computer? That sounds like a real story, but I hope not. Let's see. What else do we have in the chat? Coast to coast, you already know. Oh, coast to coast, I like that. He said there is never enough Bitcoin. That is true. Let's see, Voice. All right, Voice Crypto. If you haven't checked out Voice Crypto video, make sure you do. His videos are awesome and super engaging. Voice said, I'd rather have Hex than Cardano. Charles Hoskinson and Shady. Woo, we got one already. Voice said Hex over Cardano. I honestly thought a lot of you were going to go straight Cardano. Let's see. Ashley K said Hex is trash. I know Bitcoin Zay said that too. For sure, much appreciated. Said I had to switch phones and smash that like again 2 more times. You already know it. Local TX debating Cardano versus Hex. It's like asking which is better, KFC or Arby's. Oh my goodness. Listen, hold on. I'm about to cry right now. He said what's better, KFC or Arby's? You all are hilarious. Do I not have I thought I had a laughter thing over here. I guess not, but that's pretty funny right there. Let's see, what else do we have going on? Funky Fresh, Bitcoin for long-term savings account and Bitcoin Cash for day-to-day transactions. Don't have a max mindset because both have a real good use and both are better than fiat. All right. I don't know, Bitcoin Cash, if it works, it works. That's true. All right. Let's see. Kadeem says like arguing who's the tallest kid in kindergarten. You are hilarious. What else do we have going on? Voice says exactly, they're both trash, but we know what Richard Hart is about. Okay. Ruel said no, Cardano. Okay. Oh, Funky Fresh, did we just get a new name for the show? Thank you, because I didn't want to do weed, marijuana. I was thinking cannabis, but cannabis, I can't even say it. I'm acting like I know all about cannabis. Cannabinoids. I can never say that word, to be honest. Yeah, it's cannabis, man. It's cannabis and crypto. I tried it. It's not gonna work, but we just tried it. If they can figure out how to say that consistently correctly, because I won't be on the show, it'll be someone else's show. I'm just helping form it, then they can call it that. But right now it's gonna have to be cannabis because King can't pronounce Nathan. That's what you get when you're at public school all your life, baby. With the exception of that charter stint I had. Let's see. JG Wetworth said, you know, I got nothing but love for all the warriors. We don't have to agree on Hex or Post. We're on the journey together. I'll take my L's proudly, and y'all better call me out if Hex tanks. Hopefully it does know. Rendo like Denzel, that milk comment is hilarious. Oh man, you guys are funny. Yes, Ashley K know what's up. Said King, Los Angeles is the best. Never moved to Florida. You already know what's up out here in LA. Listen, but to be fair, shout out to Zay. When I went to Florida, I was kind of sketch at first with him because he was like, oh yeah, you know, you got the guy. Everybody got the guy. You know, I went to Florida. I thought it was open season there. It turns out it's not. You got to have a guy, it turns out, but I guess everyone just looks the other way type of deal, as long as you're not causing any trouble, you're not being rude or anything. And my pine is only the finest, so it doesn't even cause a disturbance. But I didn't believe that. He gave me the gas station out the bag, and I was like, you know, I'm used to listen, man. I'm used to going in on my fancy tip, music playing, art on the wall. You know, how you doing today, sir? Would you like me to walk you around and help? You know, I got it today. I know what I want. I'm gonna go to kiosk. Like, that's what I'm used to. You know what I mean? Everything pretty packages, wasting all time. You know, I'm talking about bad for the environment. This whole cannabis regulation is bad for the environment. You know how much glass and plastic gets placed onto products now that would never have been there before, which was never were there before, and there never was an issue. But we wanted to save the environment so much, we decided to package up our products. But anyway, my point of that story is that Zay, I still give him credit because I knew who my guy was. And oh my goodness, listen, he had me sitting my ass down for like 4 hours at one point. I was like, man, this is Miami got a problem. He's like, I'm trying to tell you, man, it's not as set up, but he was like, we still got it. So I said, all right. Speaking of that, Rendo like Denzel, it's hilarious. King be setting some cash on the side for Magic City. Listen, that in my I got a go bag, people. I do have a go bag. I got a go bag. Something go down, I can grab a bag. I can live for the next 3 days out in the wilderness. And about 5 to 7 days in, I'm good to go somewhere. I already know what directions I'm headed. And yeah, I'll have cash and crypto for when I get there. So that's the type of stuff I prepare for. I was in the military, people. Plus, I'm from Detroit. I can't turn it off. So yes, that's what some of the extra sats on the side for me are for. You ever see something crazy going that you know it's not true? And you're like, oh well, Next thing you know, they're like, we can't find them. You can't find me. No, I'm just playing. I would never do that. Whistletone, talking about cash like it exists, is digital too, backed by nothing. They're just moving numbers around for different addresses and names. All right. Oh, here we go. All right, I'm getting down to the conversation. They're saying East Coast is trash. East Coast definitely has its challenges when it comes to the cannabis industry. Let's see. Kadeem said New York Sour D, stop that jersey. Oh, this show is gonna be popping. I can already tell. White Widow is my favorite, says Satoshi. I like the name, but honestly, Satoshi, I had a White Widow out here, and that thing was only at like 17%. And again, like I said earlier, that was grocery store, man. I was at the grocery store getting snacks all that. When I was, I was still going about my day like nothing happened. Washington State, said Jordan. Okay, I keep hearing about Washington State, to be honest. Loco said I need sativa, Indica knocks me out. Yep, for sure. All right, so we will essentially have a show for this because I can see you all's excitement. I'll get back to the regularly scheduled show right now because I know this could trigger some people too. Some people was like, you goddamn dope smokers. Like, this is why you can't get anything done in life. So we don't want to go there. Sergeant Crypto. Okay, thank goodness, man. Oh, listen, I didn't do it. Listen, you're not special, so I didn't do it. But you made me think of actually starting off the show today saying I didn't mean to go as hard on my take yesterday if you lost money. Because when I saw that, man, my heart dropped. I was ready to damn near, listen, I was about to be like, man, send me your address, man. I'll send you 2 Satoshi. There's not much I can do. It's a down market, but I'll try to do something. But no, Sergeant Crypto, thanks for the tip. He said I was clowning, but I did lose a little bit. That's all right. We've all lost some little bags, but when you said the other one, man, listen, my heart dropped, so I didn't want that to happen. L said I fell in love with Pineapple Express after the movie made me try it. Pineapple Express is one of my, I won't say favorite, but it's definitely up there. It breaks the top 15 for me. Northern Lights was my ish in the early 2000s. All right, there we go. All right, we'll get on more of this. We'll get on more of this. Clearly, everybody likes it, so we'll talk more of it. All right, last story. I definitely want to cover this really quick because it has tips to watch out for in this bear market. Crypto veterans extend a helping hand to bear market newbies. Guy Swan listed buying Bitcoin on top of his list for beginners who are experiencing their first bear market. And I would agree. If this is your first bear market and you've been pimped out of Doge and Hex and what else is out there? I mean, everything, the whole market did a pump fake, right? Terra, whatever happened. Here's the thing, people. All the altcoins right now, while they're super speculative, yes, these are the ones you can do the 5 and 10Xs on and some of that. And right now, especially for some of the altcoins who have already tested high, hit some all-time highs, and they're like 60 to 80% below that price point. Like when the market recovers, that will recover as well. All right, like that is going to happen. However, this is the moment where you need to decide, are you in this market for Bitcoin or for cash or a combo of both? Because if you're in for fiat currency, then yes, honestly, altcoins, this isn't investment advice. This is just how I look at my portfolio. If I just wanted to make more dollars right now, then I will pump more into altcoins, more or less at this moment. However, if I understood the importance of Bitcoin, where this future was headed, I would go into Bitcoin. And with that being said, I would go into Bitcoin, people. Bitcoin's at 30K right now. And it's crazy I'm saying this, but this is a discount. And who thought we would ever say that? I remember when I first got in this space, $330, $350 Bitcoin. It's buying some here and there, but also like my financial advisor over here screaming at me like, no, don't put that much in it, And I'm just like, well, like, I mean, I guess it's a lot because it was a lot. Remember, like at the time, like you look at Google, Apple, and some of these other stocks, like they were in that ballpark, a few hundred higher, a few hundred lower, depending on which ones. But a $350 stock for somebody brand new to hands-on investing, I had Franklin Templeton doing everything for me to be hands-on with it. I was like, I guess that is a little bit, but again, I was using all my bottle service money going to crypto, so I wasn't really tripping because I felt like I was doing something with my life now, but. Still, I would say it's not $330 anymore. It's not $1,000. It's not $5,000 or $10,000. But what history has shown is that this is working. The Bitcoin blockchain is working. It's valuable. It's a store of value. Or for some people like me, spend it. Bottom line is a technology that works. And as long as it continues to work, supply will continue to go down. Demand will continue to go up, especially as we see all these institutions broach. So with all that being said, you are absolutely crazy if you don't think Bitcoin's going to retest and then eventually surpass the $66,000 to $70,000 mark. And again, Once it hits that, you better hope this isn't a Bitcoin backed world, because if it is, like literally you're going to get priced out overnight. It'll jump so aggressively. You'll start seeing those 15 to 20K candles in a couple years here, and it'll just happen so fast. It's just like, now you are priced out. Right now you're not. So I would say DCA, a dollar cost average. I don't care if it's $1 on Cash App a day, $1 on Cash App a week. Get you a little piece of the Bitcoin pie before it's all gone, or is it very difficult to get it at an affordable price. There will always be a new altcoin to come out at 000 flatline. There will always be a new NFT or something new coming out on this market that we don't even know. New staking farm. There will always be something new to help you get cash back fast. There won't be many things that will help you get Bitcoin. Like, seriously, people. So, I mean, hell, take our show, for example. We used to give out Bitcoin every day. We literally gave out Bitcoin every day for like the first year almost, until the bear market really hit. So yeah, you know, there's not many places that are going to continue to do that. All right. So what else do we have outside buying Bitcoin? How to go in on that one? Because, you know, that is an important one. Hold your own keys. Okay, great to know that as well. Ignore the market price. Again, I agree. You should be just dollar cost averaging. Not really. If the project has value, you shouldn't be worried about the price. Like, imagine if a really pretty girl or a guy, depending on whoever everybody likes out there, walked into the room, like just drop dead. This is a good looking person, right? And other people was like, oh, well, I don't like them, or, you know, it's just others had whatever reasoning for not liking them or something being wrong with them, just on the physical, right? Like, oh, this person walks funny, or oh, you see the way their hair is. It's still not going to take away the fact of their value, that a large portion of people will find them good looking. Now, Zay does the metaphors here, so I'm not the best, but you get where I'm trying to go with that. Like, don't worry about what everyone else is saying about it. And to me, looking at the dollar value is what everyone else is saying on it. For one to even price it in the dollar value shows that they don't really even know what they're talking about, whoever's talking about it, because the people who are really looking at it are going to price it in Satoshis or a Bitcoin denominated value. So to me, that's just someone hating. So look at the hair, look at the way they walk. Like, ignore the price, focus on the value of these projects. Stop gambling on garbage. I'm with that. Listen, we've all done it. I say this: after you get your tuition, you learn your lesson, you need to start minimizing how many times you gamble. Like, I'm still probably at least 5 to 7 a year, but I have minimized it. And you have to minimize it because, I mean, realistically, if you're hitting more than like 10 winners a year, you need to be on the show live as well. Get rid of leverage, hit or miss. If you're not a full-time trader, like really paying attention to the market, then yes, get rid of leverage. Work, yes, work not only on your portfolio and stuff, but in real life. I don't know if they mean this, but what I mean is listen, if you need to wash windows, clean bathrooms, whatever you need to do to get an extra 30, 40, 50, $100 a week into Bitcoin, to buy your Bitcoin, whatever crypto you're looking at, then do it. You're literally, at this point, you know, usually you do trade in time for money, but not necessarily in this market, because you're trading time in for Bitcoin, which again, I don't want to compare it to like an investment, but we all know the power of what it could do in the financial terms, in the USD terms. So keep working. That way when the market is down, you can mitigate your risk by just having another job, getting more income. So yeah, your portfolios are terrible. They suck, but you don't need to pull from them. Stack regularly. Again, DCA, prepare for financial collapse. I remember the first bear market, folks. I was like, oh, what's going on here? Hey, Zay, you told me this is what's happening here, player. I remember as well. And I'll give him credit. Like, he's smooth. Listen, 2018, 2019, it was some days I was looking at him like, hey, man, we're going to have to catch the fade outside. You way too relaxed today. No, but seriously, like, he'll just be relaxed. You know, this thing is what it is. And honestly, by the second year, I was the same way. And then, like, coming into this one, this is even the bear market. I think we're just having this interim moment. We still have this. If it goes through the summer, then we're in a bear. But we still have the, like, when I say summer, we still have those, like, the third week of June to like the first couple of weeks of July. That will kind of start shaping things, and we'll see. But yeah, prepare for a financial collapse. Take care of your family and use any extra time to learn the new Bitcoin tools and services. Two things: take care of your family. You got to get away from screens. You got to get away from trading. Go live life. Go out. Enjoy life. COVID happened. Like, life isn't guaranteed. enjoy it, right? Take care of your family. And then last, and I certainly say not least, I would almost say buy Bitcoin and then actually, I would say third, buy Bitcoin, hold your own keys, and then do this third. Use any extra time to learn the new Bitcoin tools and services. People, again, this down market, these are the best times to do the due diligence, to do the deep dives, to watch all the shows on this platform, to take the masterclass, whether it's our masterclass, you find a better one or a better way to learn, whatever it is, now's the time to do it so that when the market starts to pump, you are literally ready for everything that comes next, your position, and those wins start coming to you easier. And then that's when you finally learn why we're not over here saying, hey, you can make 10,000% today. And it's just like, if you just learn the market and kind of see what's happening, you'll understand what moves to make and where you should be moving your capital and when to get yourself a win. All right. Other than that, that's pretty much it. Let me check these comments. So nobody has smoke today. Listen, this is going to be funny. As soon as I press and watch the Twitter, somebody going to be like, oh, y'all see that show today? F them boys over there. Hey, they're so funny. Let's see. What else do we have? Dub Proof said 100% agree with the packaging. Oh, yeah. On the cannabis is crazy, right? Let's see. Local TX NFT to verify your DMT experience. Talking to Reggie Middleton to patent that. You all are hilarious. Oh, hell no. See, y'all on that next level. Listen, we said cannabis or cannabis and crypto and cannabis. Y'all talking about some LSD and DMT and ABC, GDWXYZ. Listen, I don't know nothing about that extra stuff now. I don't know Nathan about that extra stuff. Let's see. Sergeant Crypto, thanks for the tip again. Easiest way to get Bitcoin, Fo, Lolly, Gemini, BlockFi, Coinbase, and now Celsius all have a debit/credit cards. Use them to get rewarded in Satoshi. And again, be on the lookout for 2 Jump Out girls. They'll be out again today or tomorrow with their new video. And they're definitely gonna be teaching you all how to stack Satoshis. And this next video of theirs is actually like 20 minutes or so. So the first couple were kind of short. This one's gonna be longer. Dan and Dana, what's going on? What's up? Royal said, I'm terrible at metaphors too. Listen, I'm a hit or miss type, man. Local TX, man, y'all been watching Billions. Ayashaka and shrooms are healing fruits that can reset your state of mind. From what I saw, it looks like you throw up until your brain comes out of your nose. But I do hear I actually have some friends in LA. I'm in LA, people. They do this type of stuff. Come on. I've had a couple people do it, and they told me about the experience. I was like, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm cool, but that's what's up. Heavy Production said you forgot to send me one Bitcoin, KRBE, LOL, fellow warrior. Listen, I need all of that Bitcoin we sent out. I'm gonna just need that back for just 24 hours just to do a proof of keys on you all. So send it to my wallet. I'm gonna send you 2 back. You know that. You know how we do in the Bitcoin space. Send me 1 Bitcoin. I'll send you 5 back. It just gotta take me 30 minutes, but just trust me on this one. Sergeant Crypto, thank you for the tip again. All right, Sergeant Crypto say, I ain't lose that much money now. Welcome to the Chaos Noobs. It's the game we play. And that's what it is. You know, I'm gonna end it on that one. This is the game we play. It's not always gonna be ups. There will be down parts in the market. And again, once you've been in the market long enough, you'll start to see it and understand it. When it's pumping crazy and everybody's excited, it's like, I hope it keeps going. And honestly, people, this is how I actually lose money off the top with profit sometimes, is because I'm so like I said, I'll get a 10 or 15 or whatever it is. Maybe it's higher than that sometimes, but I'm just like, this thing's looking too good to be true sometimes. Don't get me wrong. I rolled some out as well, but there's definitely been a few that has me like, I don't know. All right. Other than that, that is the show for today. Be on the lookout. Have your notifications set to all. 10 a.m. We're going to have the polka dot party with Mike. 4 p.m. critically crypto with Crypto Bay J and Kaylee. Again, 2 Jump Out girls have a video coming out this weekend. Crypto in the Caribbean tomorrow at 3 p.m. Of course, all these times are Pacific PST for me, folks. And let's see, Ocean will have a video out as well. Voice Crypto on Sunday. So a ton of videos, probably about another 5 to 7 before Monday. So be on the lookout. Make sure you're smashing that like and share. And of course, we will see you all next week with some more Bitcoin news. Cheers. Yeah. We be clubbing. Yeah, what's our outro music? Hold on. You know the outro music right here, folks. Hold on. I'm about to give it to you right here.